Good afternoon, everyone. Tom Burke, PCA Club Racer here. Part 2, Ozark International. Last video we talked about why you want to go to this track, why you should have this on your list every year. It is fantastic. I'll let you watch video 1 for that. Let's do a couple key turns at Ozark International Raceway, and I'll give you some tips to get through this effectively. It takes a minute to learn this track, so if you're coming out for that weekend, Friday's test and tune. Use Friday. Get comfortable with the track. Do a DE a weekend or two before. There's plenty of DEs going on at Ozark nearly every weekend. So first thing that I want you to do is I want you to go to Club Reg, and as you're looking at the DE event, you'll find a map, OIR map. And I want you to print out this map, and I want you to make notes on some of these turns that we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about some key turns. I'm going to talk about turn 1, off camber, turn 8, which is a high-speed turn, turn 9, this is high speed all the way from 7 to 11. I think the biggest key to the track, 7 to 11, and of course 18 to 3. So we'll talk about those particular areas, and we'll be watching the video. So here's a video. You can go to LFG Motorsports on YouTube, find this video. This is racing at the Ozark with another organization, but let's go ahead and get through. I'm coming around turn 18 here. I call it the pimple. There's a little sharp right turn coming out of 17. You work around the pimple, and then you're faced uphill. This whole last turn from the end of the pimple all the way to turn 1 is high speed. And I'm going to talk you through this. This is the start of my lap. And you'll see here that I'm going to gain some speed here. So picking up the speed, coming up the hill. Notice I'm turning in. What you might do at this part is to keep your courage high because you will have grip here. But as you crest that hill coming onto the straight, you might short shift. So if you're in 3rd, go to 4. If you're in 4, go ahead and go to 5 and keep it mashed. You're going to come all the way through. This is the countdown to the beginning of the lap. Okay, turn 1 here. Notice how I'm out wide right. Coming in here, you're going to scrub some speed. This is an off-camber turn. As soon as you see that apex, you can get on that curbing. I would come down there and let yourself roll out, push out to the near right side, not all the way. And then I'm back to throttle up here, and we're going to turn into 2. Okay, getting into the carousel, this is light right here. Your car's going to get light because you come over this crest. Okay, might tap the brakes here. I stay inside. Let the car push out left. We're going to need some space, and you're going to want to straighten your hands out as soon as possible getting through. You can see my hands at this point are still turning. And you can't get full throttle until your hands are close to straight. So here I unwind, go. And you're mashing, push the car out to the right. There's a little trick getting through the S's. Notice how far out left I am at this part of the track. Stay out left and the S's open up for you. You'll scrub a little bit of speed, and you want to get wide open throttle quickly in there. This is another spot where you're going to scrub a little bit of speed as you come around this turn. Get yourself positioned properly to launch over the hill. I literally call this a launch, and I want to be to the right side, right here by the curbing. And I want to be pointed a little bit more to the right as I come over this hill, and full throttle as soon as we can, all the way over. Now, while you're watching this video and you're listening to it, you might hear at this point, at the near end of the last hump of the roller coaster here, you're going to hear the engine wind up. That is not me lifting off the throttle. That is a little bit of air. Your car's getting light. So if you're as I'm going over this spot, I am full throttle, full mash, and I'm just catching a little bit of lightness coming over here. You want to make sure you're pointed properly because you're going to go over this full throttle, and do not have any change in throttle. Don't have any change in steering at this point. And when you're practicing your laps, get yourself pointed properly. Get some kind of visual out here where you're pointed at your visual, and do not let off your throttle there. Do not have any steering input. That would be dangerous. So I'm pointed where I want to point. A lot of camber here, right? This is in your favor. Here you are going to use this uphill. It'll naturally scrub some speed for you. And then you're going to get on full throttle as soon as you can. Right in here, you can see I'm as tight as possible in there using all of that curbing. I'm going to push out left, and you can get to full throttle as soon as you can on this. Turn 9, you're going to get to the top of this hill. This little driveway is a good visual. You can get to the driveway, past the driveway. Maybe it's a lift, maybe it's a little touch of the brake, depending on what car you have. But you can carry a lot of speed through this turn. So get your car situated, get into the turn, and you can start throttling back up and full throttle all the way down this hill. Key turn here at 10. 10, you're going to carry a lot of speed here. Your car is going to be a bit off camber just over the crest of this hill, and your car will want to push out left. You should feel proper pushing of the car as you get to the crest. I like either getting to the second apex, or as in this particular case, I just went straight past that second apex. There are a couple different lines to get through there. This one I'm pushing, and then all the way back to the right. Looks like I got a little more room. I could get another tire width out there to the right to make this arc a little bigger. And then I'm going to cheat in just a little bit on this turn. And then grab a little bit of curbing, straighten out the hands, and get full throttle. There's a slight bend in turn 12 here before you get into the carousel. You can carry a lot of speed through here. There would be no need to brake. You could lift, turn, full throttle, and then when you get to turn 14 here, I'm going to freeze right here. Just if you look past my catalyst, there's a tiny bit of a concrete patch, and it's colored concrete there. You want to do your braking over that pad. So be on that pad, get your braking ready. This is a 2019 Club Sport that I was in. That car allows for a lot of late braking, and I can start the braking on that pad and then make a clean turn through 14. So brake hard, turn in, accelerate out, full throttle as soon as you can. Hang out a little right here. Come down the left side. Again, you have uphill here, so it's naturally going to scrub some speed. You really don't need to tap the brake here, but you should get yourself situated. You're going to get help with the uphill on grip, and then get yourself back on throttle when you've got yourself pointed properly. Get back on that throttle all the way up the hill. You're going to need the throttle to get you up there. Stay left. Now, approaching this corner. There is a lot of camber in here. If you're out left, middle or left track, you're going to miss the opportunity to catch some camber. So stay in tight if you can, depending on what car you're in. This particular car rotates very well with a shift or a slight lift or a brake. Here you're going to be braking, and I'm going to use all of that camber to get through that turn. Little bit of throttle here through 18, and we're starting over up the hill. Full throttle, full, 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 full. Remember, short shift if you need to here. Keep your foot mashed on the throttle all the way through this turn till you get to the turn 1, which of course is off camber. Write me with any questions.